Adaobi spent every last naira she had on the dress. It was silk, soft against her skin, the kind of dress she had only ever seen on Instagram or behind glass mannequins. As the salesgirl zipped her up, Adaobi ignored the tightness in her chest. It's an investment, she told herself. This is what moving forward looks like. By the time she arrived at the rooftop venue in Victoria Island, her savings were gone, but hope sat heavy on her shoulders. The party was everything she imagined and more. Soft lights, expensive perfume, laughter that sounded practiced, people who looked like they had never known hunger or fear. Adalbi scanned the crowd, her heart searching. Kine wasn't there. She lingered by the bar, clutching her drink like a lifeline. When she spotted a group of girls laughing nearby, she gathered courage and approached them. Hi, she said, smiling. I love your bag.
One of them looked her up and down slowly. Another glanced at her shoes. They exchanged a look. Thanks, one replied flatly. Then they turned away, their conversation closing around Adaobi like a door slammed in her face. Her cheeks burned. That was when Eric spoke. You look like you could use company. He was handsome in a clean, harmless way, well spoken, friendly. When he smiled, Adobe felt her shoulders relax. They talked about small things, work, Lagos traffic, music, nothing deep, nothing dangerous. Before leaving, he collected her number. Let me take you out properly, he said. She went home floating and crashing. That night, Adobe folded the silk dress carefully and took it to a reseller. She sold it for far less than she paid. The money went straight to her mother in the village. At least something good came from it, she thought. Eric called 2 days later. Their date felt easy, too easy. He drove her to his house in Ikoyi. Quiet, gated, almost eerily calm. The house was massive, cold, spotless. This place is beautiful, Adobe whispered. Eric smiled. Thank you. As she looked around, something felt off. No pictures, no family photos, no memories on the walls, just empty frames and white space. She heard the lock click. Her stomach dropped, but she said nothing. When she tried to text her friend her location, the message refused to send. No network. Eric offered her a drink and disappeared into the kitchen. Adobe's heartbeat grew loud. She walked to the door, tried it, locked. She moved faster now, opening doors, bedrooms, bathrooms, each one leading nowhere. Panic clawed at her throat. Then she opened one last door and screamed. Inside the room was a body, still, pale, unmoving. Behind her, footsteps. Eric stood in the doorway. His smile was gone. The boy she met at the party disappeared, replaced by something cold, something practiced. She backed away, shaking. Please, please don't hurt me. He tilted his head. I don't need your life. Her breath hitched. I've been planning this, he continued calmly. And it finally worked. Her mind raced. Planning? Keen? She whispered. Eric smiled. Smart girl. Her knees buckled as realization crashed over her. This was never random, he said. You were chosen. She sobbed. Please, I'll do anything. He stepped closer. Good. There's something I want you to do, he said quietly, almost like he was ordering her and she had no other option. Where is the sweet, soft Eric she had a date with earlier this night? She thought to herself. Her heart stopped. I want you to sleep with my twin brother, Eric said, with a blank expression on his face, like it was normal. Adobe blinked and thought to herself. She knew Lagos girls slept with men for money. She didn't mind doing it at this point. But why did Eric approach her for his twin brother? Why not him? If his twin brother wanted her, why didn't he approach her himself? She wanted to open her mouth to speak when he said, I'll pay you 5 million naira. She froze. Her mind screamed. Her body trembled. 5 million naira. Her family, her demolished house, her wasted 4 years. Where is he? She asked finally, her voice barely hers. Eric turned and opened the door wider. That's him, Eric said as he pointed to the corpse lying on the floor of the room. Adobe was lost for words. He wanted her to sleep with the corpse on the floor. Her mind raced and her heart fizzled. She knew she had entered what Nigerians call one chance. What will happen to Adaobi? Will she be able to escape the wicked claws of a powerful man? Find out in part 3, the last part of the invitation.